Hello students, this is the first day of our class. Today we're gonna talk about the course itself, writing grants, proposals, and reports. Over the course you will learn how to write grants, proposals, for funding and prepare reports. This course will give you a basic idea. But today I'm gonna go over the syllabus and give you some highlights for this week and weeks to come. So again, this is gonna be basically hybrid and online. You see pretty much my name and then office hours, so you can contact me anytime. The best way to reach out to me is via email. So shoot me an email if you have any questions. So for this course, the required textbook is, it's by McLearth and Cantor's Winning Grants Step by Step. This is the book. This is a mandatory book. You must write. This is a required textbook. So you will be able to purchase a copy from this link. You can go to Amazon and there you can have a copy. It's not very expensive. This is a very simple book. Okay, it will guide you step by step from from day one. Okay, from brainstorming to and doing research and writing a proposal, building a good relationship with funders, things like that. But I'm not saying this is the best book. There are so many other books out there about grant writings and proposal writing. But for this particular course, I have chosen this book for you. And so you can pick that book. And also there is another book. This is basically kind of overall, it's a handbook of professional business and technical writing communication. This is a kind of the collection of ideas from different authors and writers. I prepared this book basically. I self-published too. So I have few ideas that I have shared in this book, plus some of the ideas shared by other authors. So basically I kind of edited, more than I wrote. So this try to cover the overall book, but this is not a mandatory book. Okay, this is not a mandatory book. This is simply you might want to have a kind of a reference guide or something, and this is also available on Amazon. It's up to you. But this one I'm talking about, this particular book, is a required textbook, and there are most of the materials are gonna be online resources. So you will use them. And there are other supporting materials, and these are the other recommended books. It's totally up to you. And the objective of this course, as I already said, you will have a basic, by the time you are done with this course, you will develop a basic understanding of grants, proposals, and reports, and the proposals with organization, industry, and disciplines. You'll know the process of effective grant writing proposals and address the request for proposals we call RFPs. You also will write a proposal with clearly stated goals and objectives, action and assessment by the end of the semester. And also we'll practice researching, planning, drafting, revising, and managing, because this is what basically doing all kinds of writing anyway. And also you will learn to find grant opportunities, gather information, know audience. Okay. So again, if you are going to work for an organization as a proposal, writer, or maybe you are going to open an organization or any kind of a program that you want to build on, and if you need funding, what is the best way to reach out to funders and find funding for your program, and how to write a proposal, an effective proposal, so the funders would be willing to invest on that. Those are the concepts you will learn in this course. Okay. And again, by the end of the semester, the outcome would be delivering knowledge of writing grants, proposals, and reports, and write a proposal for organization or individuals. And also you'll be able to critique grant proposals and reports as well, because you'll do that through peer reviews, because most of your peers in the class will review each other's proposal and then give their critical feedback on your draft, including myself, and I'll also be reading your proposal and giving you my feedback. So based on that, you will revise. This kind of practice you will do in this class. Okay. Attendance policy: you must be present in class, whether online or whenever we meet via Zoom. If you have any questions or you are not going to make it to class online, just shoot me an email. But when we will run the class online, or when we will be meeting online, I will let you know, okay, about that through email. There are some school college policies, so please read them. I'm not going to read here for you. All the disability services access statement is there, so read that. And then there are the methods of evaluations. You will have access to them, so please, you will have prepare a proposal memo that covers pretty much 15%. You will write a grant letter, covers 15%. There's grant proposal critique, covers 10%. You'll have a final paper. This final paper is basically you'll write a proposal with clearly stated goals, objective, action and assessment and evaluation plans, and budget summaries, which can be somewhere from 8 to 10 pages long. Since those who have already taken business technical and business and technical writing class, perhaps that also will help you with writing a grant proposal in terms of formatting and designing and making it visually appealing. Okay, that's gonna be final paper, and you'll also present your final paper that has a little bit of the points there. And discussion participant, every week you'll have 1 or 2 discussion questions to participate. You must answer the question, and also after you respond, answer the question, you also must respond to at least 2 of your peers, along with the questions, critical questions and critical feedback. No late submission will be accepted. If you are going to submit any assignments after the past due date, you should let me know about the reasons, and any if you are going to be late, let me know. Okay, so these are this is the way we evaluate your assignments. If you have any questions on that, you can always shoot me an email and I'll be there helping you with that. Okay, these are the classroom rules of conduct, whether that be an online or in person. So this is going to be an online, so stick to some of the the rules that apply to an online class. And this is our 8-week module. What we are going to do on week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Okay, and 6, 7, 8, and then we're gonna have a conference. We will be conferencing each of you individually on week 6. So that day we will be talking about your progress, your academic progress, and also their updates with their final project, or maybe you might have some questions or concerns and things like that. Okay, so we'll be discussing and updating with that, so that is mandatory as well. I'll let you know about that. So this is all about the syllabus for this this class. So if you have any questions on that, you can always shoot me an email. Okay, let's move on to your Georgia view, the site, where I will walk you through a little bit, so what you will be doing for this week and the week to come. Okay, let's see. Okay, so all right, so here is your okay, there you'll have access to this course, writing grants proposal reports, and we have as I said, we have 8 module or 8 different weeks. This is week module 1. So every week I will be publishing your module with some updates and information. You have the syllabus here of module 1, week 1. There is a reading for you by Mary Gladstone. It's about grant writing intro, and this is a reading for you, 7 tips for writing an effective grant proposal. And also there's some video lectures as well, and there is a PowerPoint. Okay, intro to grant writing. And then also you have for the readings. Okay, there are a lot of the readings for you, but this is mandatory. But also if you read these this is gonna help you a lot to better understand what grant writing is. And for this week you have the assignment discussion question 1. You go to this question and then answer the question, and also you respond to your peers before the due date is over. And also the discussion question 2, effective proposal. So based on your readings you will answer the question. So when you answer the question, try to incorporate some of the ideas from the reading. Even you might want to directly quote from the reading, and try to back up your idea. That way you can make your answer even more effective. Okay, only 2 discussion questions as part of your assignment this week, and then here you have a PowerPoint, the module. So intro to grant writing. So talking about grant writing, as we have been talking about, it's an art and a skill. Okay, so when you know or learn this art, you can write grants, or you can also be a good teacher, right? And this grant writing is very useful whether you are running or working for or running a non-profit business, or could be an for the purpose of your own individual purpose. For example, you want to support people in your community and you are running an organization, then you need funding. So you will write a proposal, and also it could be for your business purpose, or maybe it could be for your individual purpose. Maybe you are a researcher and you want to go out and do some kind of a laboratory work, or some sort of interview, or some sort of research. Then that could be an academic research, and there are so many funders out there who are willing to fund you or support you. So it depends what kind of a proposal you are preparing, whether you are preparing going to write an academic proposal, or a proposal for your business, or to support the people in your community. Okay, but it is a kind of a long process of research. It's not gonna happen like within a few minutes, or an hour, or a day or two. Okay, it needs some dedication. You need to build good relationship with your funders. You need to do a lot of research. Where is good funding that you can get? Who could be the the interested funders to fund your project? So before you really start writing grants, the research is very, very important. Okay, and then what is the uniqueness of your project? You must know about the the uniqueness of your project, and what are your business plan. That is very important. So writing grant is not an easy job. It's very, very challenging. Sometimes even the best well-written proposals are rejected for a number of reasons. Perhaps you are unable to persuade them, or perhaps the project that you are working on is not as effective as the funders might be thinking of. Or could be there might be other reasons that you may not even know. So don't be frustrated, even if you think that your proposal is awesome but didn't get funded. But don't get frustrated. It's a kind of continuing process. You continue doing this and writing it and submitting your proposal. But the best formula here is you must strictly follow grant application, their needs and requirements when you go, because in the over the course in a couple of weeks you will know where you get funders, where you get funding, different places and the websites and the other places. We will learn about that. But the background, the thing is that what kind of application the funders are looking for, that is very, very important. Okay, and what are their needs and the requirement, you must know them thoroughly. Okay, that is very, very important. And also another important thing is that the background information. You must know why you need money. You have to be very, very clear on that. And then also you should be able to gather information in 3 key areas. One is concept. What is the concept of your program, of your proposal, the funding that you're looking for funding, and what is the program about, and how much expenses, what's the budget, how much money you need for what expenses. Okay, that is very important. So there are other examples why it might be a challenging thing. So here is an example I've given you. I'm not going to read it, so everything is in your PowerPoint slides. So keep those things in mind. And also the restriction is applied to it. It depends. You won't have access to all kinds of funding, or the funders will not be willing to fund each and every one, even if they are looking for exactly the same program. It depends. Even if you are looking out for funding for the same program, but the geography or the location is not the particular one that the funders are looking for, then you won't get funding. Okay, for example, the program is the same, but the funders are willing to fund only when you are in Georgia, but you are living in a different state, then they would not fund you, even if you have a wonderful proposal. And also, who is the audience? Okay, and also there should be a very wonderful match between the audience you are trying to address in the proposal and the audience the funders are willing to support. Okay, And also you have to be very much cohere with the terminology used in the proposals. RFPs means basically those, sometimes the funders, the publishes the funding opportunity, and based on that you will write a proposal. So when you write a proposal, that should cohere